I can't believe this, Azula. You like pineapple on pizza.
It's just really good.
That's the best shrimp I've had.
I did not expect that. Pizza's so good.
Interesting. I would encourage you guys to try it at home.
Hi, I'm Lucía Lobosvilla. I'm one of the co-showrunners for the Book 4 Restoration Project. I'm also the head writer and the voice of Azula. Not even princess anymore, Fire Lord Regent Azula. I also came up with the recipes for the pizzas you're going to be seeing today.
Hi, I'm Ryoma Ishizuka. I'm one of the showrunners, head of video team, as well as the voice of Aang.
Hello, voice of Zuko here. For once, I guess you didn't already know that, huh? My name is Cade Watts, and as well as being the voice of Fire Lord Zuko, I'm also one of the writers for some of the scripts for the project.
Hi, I'm Grant Corvin, the voice of Sokka, and one of the writers of the Book 4 Restoration Project.
Hi, I'm Melissa Palacios. I'm also known as Melp. I'm head of the art team and also one of the animators on the project.
So, Lucia, what kind of pizzas are we making today?
Okay, so I made a pizza inspired by each member of the gang, and then one for Azula, because of course I made one for Azula too. So we have 6 pizzas today. The first one is Aang's. It's called the Cloud Glider Pizza. Now, since Aang is vegetarian, there's no meat on this. For Katara, I have the Moon and Ocean Pizza. It's a white sauce pizza with shrimp and furikake seasoning. Sokka's is the extra meat and sarcasm pizza. Toph's is the Cheelanche pizza. Zuko's is the pepperoni on the wrong side pizza, and the left side's gonna have pepperoni, and the right side's gonna have pepper jack, and the whole thing will have red pepper flakes. Finally, Azula's is the Divine Right Pizza. That's a supreme pizza plus pineapple, because she's evil, so she likes pineapple on pizza. Anyway, which pizzas are you guys looking forward to the most, do you think?
I'm looking forward to the Sokka pizza.
The Sokka one?
Yeah.
That makes sense. You guys share a brain cell, so like, it makes, you know. What about you, Grant?
I'm actually looking forward to the Zuko one.
Oh, really?
I am very basic with my pizza, but I like that just a little bit of kick to it.
What about you, Cade? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Toph pizza.
Yeah. And Melissa, which one are you looking forward to?
I want the Sokka one,
The
because
Sokka.
I like meat.
Oh wow, so 3 people are looking forward to Sokka's. I actually am looking forward to Azula's because, you know, my girl has taste. Although I think Katara's is going to be good. I like seafood too.
Poor Aang.
Aang's is delicious. I actually love veggies on my pizza, so I also think Aang's is going to be delicious. So,
What's up to it?
let's go!
Oh, let's do this.
So Aang's is a vegetarian pizza, but since he does still eat dairy and eggs, we can still put cheese on it. So I'm starting with just a basic marinara. Next, what every pizza needs, a good helping of mozzarella cheese. This is one of the most crucial parts. If it hasn't got that cheese, it's not pizza as we know it in the States. So eggplant is the star of the show. Like I said, make sure you pre-cook it because it does need to be cooked. So I just went ahead and fried it with a little bit of olive oil until it was golden brown. And next, we're gonna put some mushrooms. I know not everybody is partial towards mushrooms, and I feel bad for people that aren't, because they're honestly really good. I didn't used to like them as a kid, but I guess I found enlightenment or something. I'm not a fan of like meat substitutes personally. When I cook for vegan friends, I try to focus more on like veggies and just making veggies taste delicious, because that is my personal preference. All right, Aang's also going to get some bell peppers here. Just a little bit of reds for color. I'm gonna tear up some basil here for him. Finally, we're going to finish with some scoops of ricotta cheese. Here we go. This is going to be our fluffy air nomad clouds. Just a couple of those. Ah! Sorry about that. Fell a little bit. It's okay. Nobody tell Ryoma he doesn't need to know. Go ahead. We're going to pop that in the oven. So for Katara's, I did a white sauce here. Like I said, normally I'd make it from scratch, but this is a lot of pizzas, so please forgive me. Alfredo, I find, goes really good with seafood pizzas. Now, you can do a red sauce seafood pizza. I have had my share that are delicious, but I find that for certain types of seafood, white sauce just goes better than tomatoes. And this is something I have fought with some of my Mexican friends. Because in Peru, we make our ceviche, for example, without tomatoes, and not everyone agrees with that. But if you agree with me, you're correct, and that's all that matters. So next, we're gonna go ahead and add cheese. I also like using the white sauce because it kind of makes it look like a moon. right? And moons are so important to the waterbenders. So our full moon, which we're about to cover with cheese. Which, if you've ever heard the whole like the moon's made of cheese thing, I guess this is kind of fitting. Let's go ahead and spread that out a bit. I won't pile it too high. And so next we are going to go ahead and add our toppings. So Katara has shrimp and furikake seasoning. So I prefer to use these little mini shrimps, but if you prefer full-size shrimps, that's also totally fine. Feel a little bit generous with Katara because you know what? She deserves it. She should treat herself for everything she's been through, everything she's put up with. Like Zuko. Wait, you're not going to say anything?
Uncle told me to be polite, okay?
Uncle told you to be polite. Do you always do what Uncle says?
Well, it doesn't work out well for me when I don't.
Oh, look, Zuko learned a lesson. Now we're gonna add a little bit of this furikake seasoning. So like I said, it is sesame and bonito flakes and seaweed, and it's just going to be a delightful flavor enhancer here. There we go, just enough that you can really get the aromatics. All right, and with that, this is gonna go in the oven. The extra meat and sarcasm pizza. Because if you recall, in that episode where Sokka got stuck in a hole, he swore to the gods he would give up meat and sarcasm. I mean, he immediately walked it back when he saw a rescue come, but out of all the things, I thought this would be the most Sokka thing. Just throw as many meats as you can put on a pizza. God, it was a lot of meat chopping and cooking. Thanks a lot, Sokka.
You're welcome.
So there we got our sauce. Let's do the cheese. Just as cheesy as Sokka's jokes. One of my favorite things about Sokka is that he just falls upward when it comes to romance. Like, for everything else, he earns it and he works hard. But romance, like, Sokka just kind of stumbles into it. Unlike Zuko, where he doesn't stumble into it. Some girls, like, aggressively pursue him and he is not into it. I don't know what that's about, that boy.
Hey, I'm perfectly secure.
That is the opposite of how I would describe you, but okay. So once we've got it nice and cheesy, let's get our meats. So let's start with the classic pepperoni. There you go. Looking good, Sokka. And then let's go ahead and do some sausage. Perfect. So these are slightly sweet pork sausages. Very savory. Next we have some chicken, and this is just chicken breast. I'm usually more a fan of chicken thigh, but on pizza that can be a little bit greasy with everything else, so I understand why people use chicken breast. And finally here we just have some bacon. Just normal bacon I cooked up and cut up a little bit so it would be easier to spread. Oh right, I had one more, didn't I? That was ham. Gotta get some ham in there too. There we have the extra meat and sarcasm pizza. So my reasoning for this was that Toph, according to the cookbook, doesn't eat vegetables. Aang has to try to force her to eat veggies. So I figure she's that kind of kid that just kind of wants a cheese pizza. But, I mean, she's a Beifong, and she's the greatest earthbender ever. She's not just going to have a bland cheese pizza. We're going to add a whole bunch of cheese to this. And I thought a little bit of pesto at the end would be lovely for a little additional, like, herbaceous flavor. And also for the color, you know? Earth Kingdom represent. Toph is very proud of being an earthbender. All right, let's do some mozzarella cheese now. Now this is just the first of many because this is the Cheelanche pizza. Just gonna bring the cheese down. Let's start with our different cheeses. Okay, Cade, which cheese you got for me there?
I've got you some mild cheddar cheese.
Some mild cheddar cheese. Now I personally am very fond of all types of cheddar, be they medium, sharp, or mild. It just depends on what you're making it for. I did a more mild cheese for this because I didn't want the cheddar overpowering everything. But sometimes if you want a nice hearty cheddar, a sharper one can be great. If you think the pieces are torn irregularly, you can thank the Fire Lord for that. He tore these up.
Listen, you can't rush perfection, so I didn't go for perfection.
What is our next cheese?
So we're gonna get a little bit whiter now with some Colby Jack cheese.
Some Colby Jack. So that is a combination of Colby and Monterey Jack. So she's getting 2 for the price of 1, which is very Toph, I think. You know how much she loves scams. She said it was gonna be a 4-cheese pizza. She lied, it's a 5-cheese pizza. And that's not even counting the mozzarella, so technically it'd be 6. All right, what's the next cheese we got there?
And lastly, we conclude our transition to white with some provolone cheese.
Some provolone cheese. There we go. Wow, this one's clumping up a lot of me. Gonna break it up. Cooking it up like that? Ugh, even people who don't like bell peppers will eat it. I promise. I've tested this on Grant.
Can 100% confirm. Theory is actually scientific fact.
I'm a scientist! And finally, let's do some Parmesan. Why not? Here we go. Let's put some nice Parmesan flakes None of this powder. We're going all out. She's a Beifong. She demands a luxury. So that is all of her cheeses. The last thing we're going to do is, yeah, that was Cade stealing some so you could eat it. Put a little bit of pesto on it. Ideally, you put it in a bottle so you could drizzle it really pretty. But Toph's blind, so she's not gonna know better. Nobody tell her I didn't drizzle it pretty. I see you laughing, Grant.
But
Laughing at Toph's blindness.
It's alright, Toph can't see I'm laughing.
Damn, dude, you guys are ice cold to Toph. Ice cold. She's gonna get you for that. Just watch. Kat was gonna be watching this. This is the Cheelanche pizza ready to go. Alright, so now it's time for everybody's favorite depresso espresso with a side of anxiety. And that would be Zuko. Or as he would put it, anxiety hot tea. What is it? Hot leaf juice. Sorry. Now, Cade, you didn't understand this joke when I made it because you were a Zoomer, huh?
Sure.
Okay, well, anyone in my age range probably remembers Nun Pizza with left side beef. So this is inspired by Nun Pizza with left side beef. So first we just gotta do our tomato sauce and our mozzarella cheese. So there we go. I hope the editor puts a picture of Nun Pizza with left side beef on the screen for comparison.
Also, just for your information, it's depression leaf juice. That's what I call it, Azula.
Oh, but I was saying it's depresso, espresso, and anxiety. The pun doesn't work now, Zuko. The pun doesn't work.
I will untear this cheese right now!
You can't see it, but off camera, Sokka is shaking his head disapprovingly, and he has a boomerang. So what we're gonna do is we are going to add pepperoni, but we're only gonna add it to one side, because this is gonna represent our Zuko scar. So we're gonna be nice and generous with our pepperonis, and make sure that we completely cover this side to represent his scar. This is the pepperoni on the wrong side. I still think that's funny. And then for extra cheese, we're actually gonna put pepper jack. Keep it a little spicy, because the Fire Lord likes it spicy. And the pepper jack is gonna go on the side that the pepperoni is not. So one side's pepperoni, one side is pepper jack. This one is really silly, but I just felt it had to be a little bit special for Zuko, because he's a little bit special.
Oh, that's really nice. Wait a minute!
In my heart. He's special in my heart.
Oh, that's really
And
nice.
also in the other way.
Hey!
And then finally, to add a little extra heat, he is the Fire Lord, some red pepper flakes right on top. I know a lot of people like to put them on at the end, but we're just gonna lightly dust. I know, lightly is relative, but this is a Fire Nation pizza, so it's gotta be hot.
This is probably as lightly as Zuko would think.
Pepperoni on the wrong side pizza. Let's go ahead and pop that in the oven. So for Azula's pizza, I call it the Divine Right Pizza. And I wanted to go with a Supreme because Azula definitely seems like the kind of girl who wants to have it all. So meat and veggies. But I thought that wasn't enough. That sounded so, just a typical pizza you could get somewhere. How could we make this more Azula? And I knew the perfect thing. And that was take a normal Supreme pizza and add pineapple to it. The most controversial flavor, just like she's probably the most controversial character in the franchise. Pineapple kind of bites you back with its enzymes that eat you. So I think pineapple is the perfect choice for our morally gray princess. And all the pineapple haters will see. They'll see.
I'm sure they'll see.
You don't like pineapple on pizza. You're one of them, Zuko. You're the biggest hater of all.
That's why I said they.
Not you. Okay, I get it.
My pronouns are I and me.
I got it. All right, so first off, let's go ahead and give the princess some pepperoni. What's next?
We have red onions.
Red onion, a little bit of bite, and specifically red ones because she's Fire Nation, although it's a little bit purple. Okay, so let's do some bell peppers. So here's some green because she is the conqueror of Ba Sing Se. So she's gonna get the green crispy ones, unlike Aang that got both. And next we're gonna do some of those mushrooms. Perfect. Why? Because she has taste, that's why. Also because she's a fun guy, all right? She likes to make jokes, you can laugh. It's funny. It's not her fault, you guys don't have a sense of humor. All right, so now that we got all of that in, we're gonna top it off with our controversial ingredient, some little chunks of pineapple. All right, and with that, we have our Divine Right pizza. Let's go ahead and put this in the oven.
So What do we do now?
Well, we're just gonna have to cut it.
Somebody say cut the pizzas?
Just use a knife, you frickin' weirdo.
Fine, if you don't want a show, I won't give you a show.
This is why Dad doesn't love him.
Dad doesn't love you either.
Hey, check this out. After you do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to help us make more episodes, please share the video around and consider supporting us on Patreon. Now, on with the show.
It's pizza time. It's pizza time.
All right, so here we are with the sliced pizzas. I apologize that they're not all even. My superior cutlery is apparently tournament illegal.
Alright, which one are we gonna eat first?
We feel like we should start with Aang, shouldn't we?
Alright, let's try this Aang cloud glider pizza. Look at that, look at that. It looks like I have Appa in my hands.
Yep.
That's not your job to say, it's Ryoma's.
Yep.
I was gonna say, whichever one reminds you the least of Appa.
Alright, everyone who's trying this one, let's give it a shot. Ready? Here you go. That's really good. I actually really like it.
Sounds pretty good.
What's the flavor like?
Cheesy, pizza, and like I like vegetables, so vegetable-y, but in a good way. It's got like a nice medley of flavors. The sweetness of the peppers, that earthiness from the grilled eggplant, and the mushrooms gives it some earthiness. It's just really good.
I will say the cheese is overpowering in just the right way.
I got one with a lot of ricotta, which is nice. I think the sweetness and the earthiness are very well balanced, but that's
And the
me.
crunchiness of the green bell pepper.
But you're angry, Ryoma. What do you think?
It's great.
He just ate it. He's like, I'm good.
He's a man of few words in the Avatar.
Right. You know what? I feel bad that I didn't say I was looking forward the most to this one, because for a completely vegetarian pizza, that's got so much flavor, I don't even feel bad that it doesn't have meat.
For here I am, living up to meat and sarcasm guy.
Which one is this, the meat or the sarcasm?
Grant is like Sokka, he doesn't like veggies.
Porque no los dos? Yeah, the only veggie I ever seem to eat on my pizza is spinach.
Sokka, I don't speak Momo.
So next we have Katara's Moon and Ocean Pizza. Alright, grab one.
You gotta try your girls.
Yeah, I got
He's
it.
gotta support Katara, or else Steph's gonna find it and be like, what the heck, Ryoma? Alright,
I'm doomed.
bon appetit. Let's go. You know, it looked simpler than the others, but it's deceiving. There's so much flavor.
Oh man, it's like I'm eating like seafood pasta.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, you're right. Cade's not crazy about shrimp. What do you think?
You know, that's the best shrimp I've had.
The bonito flakes really give it that like fresh seafood flavor.
It does.
It brings out the shrimp way more, because shrimp on its own isn't the strongest flavor, so I think the bonito flakes really, really elevate it. And God, I'm so glad I went with the white sauce.
I know,
I'm really
yeah.
glad I went with
yeah.
the white sauce.
As someone who has not had a good shrimp on multiple occasions, I think that is a very delicious pizza, and I'm sad that I considered it my least favorite before.
You should drink something.
I should.
There you go. Choking on it.
The shrimp's trying to kill me.
What do you think, Ryoma?
I pretty much agree with what you all said. You got a great pizza, sweetie.
Hey, my man knows. My man knows. You gotta put in the points of the girl. He knows. That's why Tenzin, Bumi, and Kai are born, because Aang knows.
In the Aang family, it's not brownie points, it's pizza points.
And sarcasm pizza. I imagine you definitely want a slice, so pick whichever slice is speaking to you.
Okay, so this is also kind of funny because normally I'm not a huge meat pizza guy, but yeah, I've got to give this a try, especially after smelling that in the oven when it's being made. That was
It smelled very pizza.
glorious.
Here, I'll tear it.
All right.
Ah! It's falling apart! Sokka!
Damn it, Sokka, stop spilling your meat all over my sister!
Don't flatter yourself. He was never even a player. There you go.
You said I fell upward in romance.
I said I like idiots too. Hi.
I'll take it.
Grant's very lovely, very wonderful wife is manning the camera right now, and I want to fully respect her, so I'm not gonna make any more jokes.
She's laughing.
She finds it funnier than I do. I'm like, oh god.
Much like this meat lovers pizza, which is actually really quite good.
Yeah.
This is actually delicious. I don't actually like super meat lover pizzas, but this is really delicious.
Yeah, this is another case where it feels like despite being overloaded,
Yeah.
there's actually, it's the balance of meats works out. Like I'm tasting like the chicken, you know, the ham, the pepperoni, just everything at the same time.
Thank you.
And also because the chicken has some good, decent juiciness to it, it helps kind of like...
Yeah. I know the sausage looks a little bit darkened, but it's not actually burned. It's caramelized. Does it have a burnt flavor to you?
Not at all.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say I agree with Grant. All of the meats, if you get them all in one bite, they blend into a very nice, singular meat flavor.
So, Ryoma, can you taste the sarcasm, though?
Which would be the sarcasm?
He's being sarcastic.
All right.
I'm very excited to try this one, actually.
I'm really curious. Too.
It's got so much cheese on it.
Thank you.
I quite like pesto, so I'm very curious how this is going to... This kind of looks like the pizza that would be on the kids' menu, but I mean that in a good way. And I will take this one right here. Let's give it a shot.
That is delightful.
I did not expect that to taste like that.
It's like, look at all of this like cheese thickness.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Delicious.
We should melt a little more again. But you know, the bites with the pesto is very pesto forward and it's very tasty. But then the bites with the cheese, you get to taste the different blend of cheeses. So it's kind of nice. You're getting both flavors depending on the bite. So I am glad we only did a drizzle rather than making it a whole pesto pizza.
Yeah, because I was going to say, oddly enough, you know, on that term, just it gives it just that right amount of bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it more interesting than just cheese.
My least favorite thing is when they over pesto a pizza, because you can't control how much they pesto it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I kind of wish is more if I could like differentiate the cheeses more. You know, there's like so many different kinds. It's like with the meats, I could taste them all.
I'm gonna have to find a solution for that.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. So I am allergic to some of the ingredients in the Zuko, so you're all gonna have to tell me how it is.
All right. Do you want a pepperoni slice or a cheese slice? All right.
So the cheese ones have pepper jack, and the pepperoni ones have pepperoni.
I'm gonna go over the pepperoni one.
Okay.
And then I'll go for a cheese one.
And then you guys can try each other's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Makes sense. It looks good. I wish I could have it.
So I've never had a spicy pizza before, so this is the first for me, and it's actually really delicious. Also, guys, I want you to know how tired we are. Do you know how hard it is to find pizza crust?
There you go.
Harder than it should be.
That's a pleasant
so sorry. I didn't think the flake on pizza is so good.
What do you think?
It's really delicious.
Yeah.
This is actually probably my second favorite pizza.
How spicy is it? Because I can't try it.
It's not, okay,
It's not that spicy.
I can scale it for you. The first bite, not so spicy. If you take a bunch of bites in succession, they will actually kind of hit you all at once. I like the edge, that's why I'm Zuko.
Which leaves our final one, the Divine Right pizza, or Azula pizza.
It is too bold.
Which one would you like?
I'll try it to say I did.
YOLO.
Mom, Dad, you can't say I didn't try it.
Looks like that'd kill me. All right.
Ready to die. Of course it looks like it would kill you. It's the Azula pizza.
She did kill you, Aang.
Indeed.
Alright, let's try it. I love Ryoma. You guys don't understand. The project wouldn't be possible without him keeping me in line.
A reference for the real ones. Azula pineapple pizza going in.
That's really good, but I like pineapple on pizza. I'm one of those, so I really like it.
And this is funny. Like, I do not disagree that pineapple can go on pizza. I'm just not a fan of pineapple.
It's very sweet.
That's the whole big appeal of pineapples. That it helps balance out the saltiness.
Yeah.
I really like it with the bite of the pepperoni and the saltiness of the cheese, and you got a little bit of that sweet, and also the acidity to cut through the greasiness. I think that's what I really enjoy about pineapple.
Yeah.
I can't believe this, Azula.
Yeah.
You made me like pineapple on pizza.
Oh no! What have I done to you?
It's actually really good when you get everything together. Pineapple by itself, I'm just like, why are you ruining my pizza? But with all this like pepper and spice from the pepperoni and the bell peppers and the...
Well, I definitely didn't eat the Zuko, because as much as I love Great Lyle, I'm not gonna eat Zuko. Sorry.
I don't understand. What could you possibly... What is this supposed to mean?
Some things you're not meant to understand, brother.
I can tell you what does that mean.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm older than you! Why are you guys being so weird about it? I just want to understand.
So, Grant,
Yes.
you thought that your favorite was going to be which one?
Probably the Zuko one.
Which one ended up being your favorite?
I really liked the uniqueness of the Katara pizza.
Yeah, that one was a sleeper hit. That one was
Like-
so much tastier than I expected.
Like, even if that's not like my favorite, like something about it, just that unique flavor just makes it stand out.
I think you nailed it. It tastes
Yeah.
like a seafood pasta. Like I went to the restaurant and ordered the seafood
Yeah.
pasta instead, but it's on a convenient pizza.
Exactly.
What about you, Cade?
That's what you meant by not eating my pizza!
Did you like the best?
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. Thank you, Wing. Yeah, okay, we'll get you counseling sessions with Wing Fire after this. You thought your favorite was going to be the Toph, right?
It still is.
It still is. Which one surprised you?
I knew it.
Ow, I hurt.
That's called your conscience.
What about you, Ryoma? You said you thought your favorite was going to be which one?
Sokka's.
Sokka's. Which one ended up being your favorite?
Oh my.
Hard choice?
Oh, it's actually a three-way. It's between Toph, Katara, and me.
And yourself. You know,
Wow, that's a threesome if I've ever heard
that's
one.
so funny. Like everybody was convinced that Sokka was gonna be their favorite, and it's still really good. But it's so funny that some of the others snuck up on you. And like, yeah, that Katara one's way better than I think a lot of us are expecting. I really like Aang's. I think if I was at a restaurant and I was gonna order one, I'd probably get Aang's. That one was really good. My personal favorite's probably Azula's, but that's my favorite sort of pizza. A supreme with pineapple. Be subversive. I love it. But I think, I also think Katara's a sleeper hit. I actually think I might have liked Aang's the best, which I did not expect. I am such a carnivore. I didn't think the veggie one, but
It just goes to show, you don't need meat substitutes, you just need good tasting vegetables.
alright. So now our head artist is going to try them now that the voice actors have
scoot up.
had their time.
Thank you.
Alright, which one do you want to try first? Do you want to go in order like we did?
Yeah.
Alright.
Where do we go first?
So this is Aang's. This is the Cloud Glider pizza. It is a vegetarian pizza.
I like vegetables, unlike some people.
You know what would be authentic but also ruin the pizza? If this was the only one that was frozen.
They're all fresh. You saw it.
Yep.
They're all fresh, but you hate me because I spoke the
You
truth.
know what would be better for that one? If it was frozen and dry aged for 112 years.
You know what?
For 100 years.
It makes that 100 years,
No.
kind of extra special.
If the
ingredient.
Catholic Church can do it to their wine, why can't we do it to our Avatar pizza? Answer the question, the Pope.
What do you think?
I like how airy it is. It's really light, which is fitting because it's
The Cloud
Aang,
Glider
right?
pizza, yeah, for
Yeah,
Aang.
I
Oh,
love
thank
the
you,
fluffy
Christina.
cheese.
So this one, when we tried it, it actually tastes like eating a seafood pasta. Like an Alfredo seafood pasta.
Let me swallow this so I can get into. So,
Cade doesn't even like those ingredients and he loved it all together.
so even though I'm leaving these for later, I'm just trying to get my stomach ready to eat.
Yeah, no, totally
So,
understandable.
something that's not a fun fact, I'm mildly lactose intolerant. So, you know, I prepared. Lactate, you're not sponsoring us.
But you should.
But you should.
But you should.
But you should. I agree with everybody here. This one is a surprise hit, just because it does make me feel like I've had pasta instead of pizza. It is
Yeah.
so interesting. I would encourage you guys to try it at home.
Seriously.
I will say, I definitely think of all the pizzas here, this one is the most like restaurant level pretty,
Yeah,
aesthetic
it is.
wise.
That one came out
I
very
could
pretty.
see this being served at, you know, your Gordon Ramsay pizza restaurant.
Well, it fits because Katara is also
Yes.
beautiful.
That
and
is
I love
true.
her.
She is beautiful. I am ready for the meats.
All right, this is the meat and sarcasm pizza.
I don't even know
Pick
where-
your
I'll get this one.
poison.
It's so pretty.
Take it.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you get as much meat in one bite.
Here's a little bit extra meat if you want to.
Just to go back real quick, the seafood one and the Aang one, they make a good pair.
They do
It's
make a
really
They really do make a good
I'm
pair.
not gonna lie.
You could probably eat both of them together, it'd be delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I think the Sokka and Katara one, they wouldn't be like disgusting, but I think they'd have words, just like Sokka and Katara.
It definitely shows the difference between a sister and a brother.
Yeah.
There's also a challenge to cut through. Most
Yeah.
probably like Sokka trying to cut through that raw meat with his teeth.
So, are you telling me, Zuko, that you struggled with Sokka's raw meat? Zuko shipper screaming again.
Choke on my spicy pizza.
That's so the editor can zoom in and add hearts and sparkles.
Can we get sunglasses to fall in our eyes?
Put like the sexy saxophone.
And then you zoom in on my face going, all around me are familiar faces.
And copyright.
Yep.
And it's
No.
gone.
We'll get James to reorchestrate it so it's a cover.
It's a kazoo cover.
What do you think of the meat and sarcasm pizza?
I know you guys can't see this, but it's all gone.
It's all gone.
And it's gone.
I don't think she
I
liked it.
swallowed Sokka whole.
Oh god.
Oh, damn. Well, you heard it here first, Sokka fans. Sokka's gone. Melissa ate him.
All right,
Alright.
this is the one everyone seems to really enjoy.
It's really fun. It kind of feels like being a kid and ordering off the kids menu.
It's a
again.
lot like Toph. It's short, it's simple, but it is bulky.
It is.
On
And
a
the flavor
yeah.
will kapow you.
The Melp is conflicting about eating a cheesy pizza. Why, you scared, Melp? The Melp is over her conflicting feelings.
This is what I swallowed 2 lactate pills for.
Yeah. For that one. For Toph's gonna wreck you.
That is some cheese.
It's a boulder that's gonna nail you in the gut.
I agree. The pesto
The pesto.
gives it that little extra finesse.
So this is Zuko's, and you have to make a choice whether you want the one with the pepperoni or the one with the pepper jack. I think the pepper jack's more unique.
Is this the pepper jack side?
Yeah, because the
yeah.
other side's just regular pepperoni.
I did devour Sokka, so I'll go the pepper jack route.
There you go.
I like spice. So for me, this is lovely. I think that was the thing that the Sokka one was missing. It was very nice and meaty, but it just needed like a little zest, a little spice. Is this the pineapple?
That is the Azula.
That is the
the-
Azula one.
That is the...
Divine right.
The divine right.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever grew up getting Pizza Hut toys, but there was one that was just a slice of pizza that looked exactly
Like that?
like this. Like literally exactly, like I'm eating a toy.
Yes!
Wait. When did Pizza Hut have toys?
Oh, you sweet.
I don't. They used to sell like McDonald's toys at Toys R Us, and the Pizza Hut had their own toys, and there were just slices of little plastic pizzas.
You grew up in the wrong era, my friend.
Maybe in the right era. That corrupted me. I'm also like, I'm fine with anything on my pizza. Even I've had sardines on my pizza. It's fine. I'm fine with the balance of sweet and savory saltiness. So I'm okay with it.
She's okay with it.
It's okay.
okay.
It is all right.
It's
with
better
me.
than good. It's
Good enough.
You thought you were gonna like the Sokka one the best,
Yes,
right?
that is-
Which one actually ended up being your favorite?
Okay. It's funny because I ate the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But I will have to give it to Katara.
Damn.
Okay. Because, I don't know, it's just something about it just feels like a little classier, a little light. It's like a mix of the light from Aang's, and I like shrimp too. I don't know, it's just nice.
It's pretty lovely. I think.
But if I were partying and I had a couple of drinks, then it's Sokka.
Then it's Sokka all the way. Or Zuko, right?
Yeah, or Zuko. You know, the spice of life.
I'm glad. It sounds like they all did their job. Now, here's the final question. Do we feel they represented their character? First, Ryoma, since that's Aang. Do you feel like it represented Aang?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's like, I have nothing to add.
Avatar Aang shows up, eat his pizza, doesn't elaborate,
Doesn't elaborate.
disappears into the ocean for
What a
112
Chad.
for 100 years.
Ryoma's a man of few words, which is the only reason anything ever gets done. What do you think? Does this represent Zuko?
Oh, it absolutely does. If you eat the pepperoni, you get like the scarred kind of, how do you say, crispy likeness to it, where like all of his edges. But if you get the pepper jack side, you get that slightly softer, but still every interaction you have him is poking a bear.
And the fire flakes all over it. Right?
Exactly, the fire flakes, because it's still the same person no
Yeah.
matter what you do. So you know.
So the coherency is that he's kind of a jerk.
Yes.
Grant, do you feel that this represented Sokka?
I'm called the meat and sarcasm guy. I don't think so.
He's being sarcastic.
He's very sarcastic.
He's being sarcastic.
So yeah, 100%. It works.
So, Lucia, do you feel that the Azula Supreme represents Azula?
Yeah, I think that it's complicated and it's going to be divisive. I mean, it's definitely luxurious. It has so many toppings. It probably has the most toppings. So, luxurious like her. But I also think that it has the best of all worlds, but it is divisive because of the pineapple, and I think nothing embodies Azula more than the fact that she is high class, efficient, but divisive even to herself. Since they are not here, I want to ask you, do you feel that Katara and Toph are well represented by their pizza.
I honestly think yes. I feel like there's a flow and smoothness to Katara's very fine pizza that just fits her delicacy. I don't know. She's just a very delicate, soft person. Those are just the amount of flavors that you need for Katara's.
But a ton of punch of flavor.
Yeah.
Because she's also punch.
Yeah. Of course, for Toph, she's rough, she's tough. You gotta have just mounds of cheese. When we first put this in the oven, it looked like a mountain. So I was like, this is so
And messy.
messy in all the right places.
I love white sauce so much. I always have what I call like Alfredo pizza, and it's really good. Oh my god, is that shrimp? Oh my gosh, yes! Oh my gosh! That looks delicious, and I want it right now.
Oh, that looks scrumptious. I would devour that. Look at it, giving me those sultry, cheesy eyes. Oh, I love you.
Yes, mozzarella!
You had me at cheese. Cheese is my love language. Like, okay, so bread is my soulmate, but cheese is my side piece, and I would do anything for cheese.
Cheese and shrimp. Cheese and shrimp.
Aang's also looked pretty good, if I recall.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry!
Well, thank you so much for everything you've done. All the graphics in this video are from her. I think you're going to be mixing it, right?
I am kind of second guessing my decision.
Thanks so much for volunteering.
My evil plan to make Grant work. I'm so sorry.
When you think about it,
Hey, Ryoma, leader of the video team.
Oh no! Oh, there he goes. He's gone. We won't see him for another 100 years.
Well,
congratulations. No more episodes. Book 4 is done.
support us on Patreon.
Please, it gets us episodes out
I
fast.
want to shove pizza in my mouth.